everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got an exciting matchup on tap. It's the Giants coming in at 4-2, going up against the Chargers, who come in at 4-2. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. Coming to you from just off the New Jersey Turnpike in East Rutherford. We are just about set for football on EA Sports from MetLife Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles... You take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A quick check on the numbers for Keenan Allen from last week. 6 catches, 99 yards.
And he's number 6 in the league in receiving yards, and he plays for his team first. But he also, in the back of his mind, he's thinking, if I can get into the top 5, that might affect his bonus in his contract.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. This offense has talent, and certainly Keenan Allen, he has a lot of talent.
And he plays so hard each and every week. He's a guy who demands the football.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
To throw is Prescott. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain there, and they've got a ways to go now on third down. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Rivers now to throw on first down. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it third down.
Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well. But I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, second to last in the entire NFL. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
And on 2nd and 10 now. To throw again. Rivers. Caught left side. Williams. He's at the 30. 10. 5. And he is down deep into Giant territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And now a first down following that long gain. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Well, last week, he found his way in the backfield from that linebacker position for 4 tackles for a loss. Another one there first quarter.
Yeah, help me out, because we watched tape together before this game. We were watching what he did last week. Did that field tilt in his favor where he was just running downhill to plays?
Like
it certainly felt like it, didn't it? It felt like it on that play as well.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Play fake. Rivers. And it's caught. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Now 3rd down and goal from the 1. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
And Bryant's kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But the head coach decided 3 was enough.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for. Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Prescott now on 2nd down. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he's got Lockett. You give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Looking to throw. Prescott. Completion left side to Miller. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Prescott now from the 50. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Prescott. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back around the 37. 6 yards there on the pickup, and it'll be 1st down, Giants.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. 2nd down, Prescott. Fighting a safety valve here. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Prescott from the gun. And he's got Walters. Big catch. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. From the red zone now, Prescott goes underneath for Bell. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. They'll give this to Bell running right. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Larry Ridley. Larry will have the highlights of this 1st half, but he won't have touchdowns because we haven't had any to this point.
But there's still time.
And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Giants are in for 6. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And this is going to be incomplete.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength. And he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On second down, Prescott again. He's going to go deep for Conley. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for the Giants. And even 40 yards. First down, Prescott shoves him aside. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Halfback sent in motion. Prescott yet again. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Prescott looks to throw on first. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Joey Bosa. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Prescott down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
3rd and long for Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. So we've reached halftime. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else. I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And Miller with it over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds.
And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They go play action. Rivers. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Luke Kuechly coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. 3rd and long for Rivers. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Luke Kuechly in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now it's Lockett. Look at the spin.
Balance.
A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. Let's see if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. A 1st down throw for Prescott. And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll. Melvin Ingram in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Room to run inside the 40. Caught here by Conley. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll try the right side with Bell. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
And they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 3rd down, Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. It's caught, Lockett. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Prescott now on 2nd down. This is Miller, complete. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. This is Bell on the dump off. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Given 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. A give to Bell. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Prescott. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Throwing, Prescott finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's got Miller. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Following the interception here, Rivers. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Luke Kuechly in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Well, that was point-counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Throwing Rivers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal.
Another stop on 3rd down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell.
And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Out of his end zone, Prescott. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. He gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Reuben Foster in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Rivers now on second down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's going to let it fly. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Elsewhere, they're into the fourth at FedEx Field. And the Saints have scored again, enjoying a comfortable cushion. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over. Alvin Kamara, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown. The give is to Bell. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Again, it's Bell. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. That second down run, a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be incomplete. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much.